All right, time now for us to bring Mr. Sunil Gavaskar into the show. Mr. Gavaskar, thanks so much for joining us again, sir. Great to have you back here on the show on NDTV. First up, England ending day one at 288 for 5. Who has the upper hand right now, sir?
Well, I think the match is evenly poised, but the fact that England have got close to 300 means, and with half the side still there, Ben Stokes and Josh Butler capable of scoring runs, big innings, as well as Chris Woakes. So you have to say that if England get past 350, get to maybe close to 400, then India will be under pressure. But before I go, I just want to ask you, when you mentioned earlier on that not a single Mumbai player in the team for a test in Mumbai, you seem to have a little, gleam in your eye when you did that. But listen, there are 3 Mumbai commentators in the commentary box.
I knew you were going to pick up on that one, sir. This is only for the playing 11, the players on the field, not the players in the commentary box. Of course, Mumbai very adequately represented in the commentary box.
So Mumbai is represented at the test match. Mumbai is represented at the test match.
True, absolutely. You have a point there. Mumbai is represented at the test match, and also I could say very ably being captained by Mr. Sunil Gavaskar in the commentary box itself. All those Mumbai players who are there behind the microphone. So as far as day one's play is concerned, Shami of course out with injury, and you've got Bhuvneshwar Kumar coming back into the bowling lineup for India. How much do you think has that affected, or has it at all affected the balance of India's bowling attack?
It certainly has, because look at the impact Mohammad Shami had in Mohali. Those screaming bounces that he bowled, also at Visakhapatnam, where he made use of the short ball to very, very good effect. And he's had the knack of troubling Alistair Cook. Cook wasn't really troubled in this game. Maybe the week off after the Chandigarh test and the fact that he went away and met his young family would have helped to refresh him. But yes, I think Mohammad Shami has been really an impact bowler, taking wickets not only at the top of the order but in the middle of the innings. So I think his absence is keenly felt.
All right, that of course is a big statement coming from Mr. Gavaskar. Mohammad Shami's absence being felt for Team India. It's not a surprise really, especially as Mr. Gavaskar pointed out the way that Shami has returned to the test arena after that knee injury and that surgery. His knee of course acting up yet again. But coming back to that point of that void that's been left, sir, with Shami out of the team, what did you make of Bhuvneshwar Kumar and the way he bowled?
I think he bowled well. He was a bit unlucky. There were a couple of deliveries that went past the outside edge. There was that one shot that Alistair Cook looked to work towards the onside, and the leading edge went wide of Karun Nair. And by the way, I think it's a little bit hard on young Nair to say that he dropped Keaton Jennings. I mean, it was a very, very, very difficult catch. He got his hands to it. And these kind of things, either stick or they get out. So just simply saying that he was dropped by Karun Nair is a little unfair on young Nair. But yes, I think Bhuvneshwar Kumar bowled really well. But he wasn't able to get just that little bit of luck. You need luck at the start of the innings. He didn't quite get that luck. And later on, I think the England batsmen were pretty well settled.
Right. If we could move on now, sir, from the fast bowling department to the spin department and talk about that one man that we always talk about whenever India plays a test match these days, R. Ashwin. Now, the way that he got 2 very well settled batsmen out, sir, first Moeen Ali and then Keaton Jennings, from a technical point of view, would you say that he set up these 2 batsmen really well? Because this, I remember, is a conversation that we've had with you, sir, in the past about how Ashwin has started doing this more and more often now, setting up batsmen. Do you think that's what he did with these 2? Because that was a bit of a turning point on day one.
Yes, certainly did. He certainly did that again, because what he was looking to do was he was looking to bowl the dot balls, cram them for room, particularly to play the drive. He was bowling just that little short of driving length. He wasn't really collared at all. He might have been punched off the back foot on the odd occasion. He might have been swept, but he wasn't collared the entire day. And the way he had the ball on a string was absolutely magnificent to see, because, there was method. There was method in just about every delivery that he bowled. He would go wide of the crease, angle the ball in, get the ball to turn away. Sometimes the ball turned a little too much and so missed the outside edge. But who knows? Tomorrow it could all start falling in place for him, and if that happens, then England can be restricted to 325, 330 as well.
Right. Of course, at the beginning of the show, sir, you mentioned how England could put India under pressure. They still have 5 wickets in hand, and they could perhaps put India under pressure on day 2. In hindsight, Mr. Gavaskar, would you say that Virat Kohli and Team India could have perhaps done a few things differently on day 1?
Not much. I think maybe the new ball bowlers were used a little too long in the first session. Ashwin had already started to come in and bowl, but I thought that maybe Ravindra Jadeja could have been brought on a little bit earlier. I think for almost 90 minutes till Umesh Yadav got hammered for a few boundaries, we didn't see a spinner from the media box end. And I think what we need to do, having had a look at the pitch, is that the bowling should be, the spinner, Ashwin, should really be bowling from the pavilion end towards the media end, because there the pitch looks to have a lot more cracks than on the other side. So I think these are little things, but on the whole, I think Virat did nothing wrong. In fact, the way he brought in some of those fielders close in, I was very impressed. The only thing that strikes you sometimes is the fact that, when it's not needed, he's got a man. For Alistair Cook, for example, to have a long off just makes no sense, because Cook is not the kind of person who can go the aerial route. So I think by giving him those easy singles, you're actually allowing the strike to be rotated. Just a couple of things there, but otherwise he's been pretty good.